What's good, y'all? It's your boy Untamed. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what?
What?
I'm here with my
What?
favorite co-host, Khalil Jamal.
Yes, sir.
You already
yes, sir.
know how
Hip hop
it
is
go
going.
down.
Yes, sir. Hip hop in the building.
Hip hop is on trial today, man. We came in our Sunday best. You feel me?
Yeah.
We came in our
say
Sunday
something.
best. You know what I mean?
Say something wrong, nigga. I'll sue you right now, nigga.
We suing niggas today, man. We suing
I'll
niggas today.
I'll sue you your ass right
Come
now,
on, man.
nigga. Don't have something worth value, nigga. I'll take it from you. Fuck.
I need
legally.
that. I need that.
Yeah.
Look at me. Dapper. They call me Lil Dapper
We
Dan.
t-
They call me Dapper Dan.
We tying niggas up in litigation all 2025. What you talking about?
Come on, man.
Come
What's
on.
going on? How you feeling?
Man, I feel good, man. It's another beautiful day where I'm at. How about you? I heard it was snowing there, bruh. I heard some snowfall came, bruh.
Man, the
Fuck
funny
going
thing
on down
about
south?
Texas is, right, bruh, it snowed 2 days ago. Today is hot.
Yeah.
It's damn near summer. Crazy. It's hot today.
I'm dead. Nigga said it's damn near summer.
It's damn near summer. Like, don't if you want to live somewhere beautiful that has nice, consistent weather, don't move to Texas, man. It'll snow one day, the next day you could jump in a pool.
Nah, no bullshit. That's just how it is down south, bro. Like in Texas specifically, like
Yeah, for
all
sure.
that, because Texas is such a big ass state, nigga. Like it's gonna experience every type of like weather you could think of, imaginable.
No
But
cap. But yeah, man, it's beautiful outside. I will say that. I
That's
feel
real.
pretty
That's real.
decent.
Nigga said it's beautiful outside. Beautiful.
Come on, man.
Beautiful.
It's cute. It's cute outside. Beautiful face, cute.
Kurt. But yeah, man. Shit. How was your week, bro? How's it been going?
Man, my week
What's
is
going
great.
on with you?
My week going great, man. You know, just getting to that bag, that money
baggy.
on. You know what I mean? I want some money on. Yeah, y'all ain't never seen that little meme with the little kids crying. I want some money on. That's how my week, man. I want some money on.
No bullshit.
That's my move for 2025, man. I want some money on.
Well, shit, man. It's been a wild week for hip hop, bro. It's been a wild week for hip hop. Hip hop has been
Has
in
it?
court.
Explain
Yeah, man.
yourself, man. You on trial
hip-hop
right now.
is-
Explain yourself.
What's this? How you do the song? Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. We need like the little thing in the beginning of that bitch. But look, check this out.
Judge Judy.
You know what I'm saying? Judge Mathis, nigga. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Judge Joe Brown.
Judge Joe Brown. Hey.
Come on, man.
Nah, but look, as everybody know, we talked about the Drake lawsuit last week. So we ain't
That
yeah,
boy
nothing-
in shambles. Aubrey in shambles
nothing.
right now, man.
Yo, I've been seeing a lot of people, a lot of y'all niggas defending this case. You know what I'm saying? Talking
Yeah.
about he's not suing Kendrick, he's suing the label. He's not suing Kendrick. It's the
I ain't gonna lie,
label.
bro. All the people saying that, they gonna get a ticket, man. They finna get a ticket. They riding with no license. Crazy.
Yeah. No license. Here's what I'll say. It's not about him suing the label. It's what he's suing the label about. You know what I'm saying? He's suing a label about a hip hop song. They're using lyrics, hip hop lyrics in a court. I thought we was against that. I thought it was free expression. I thought it was that. I didn't think it was only sometimes. So when your favorite rapper go to jail for some shit he rap, I.e., right now we got Dirk in jail, and they bringing up lyrics he done used in his songs. It's not just art now. It could be used for litigation.
Yeah, especially if what you're saying in the raps really happened. You feel me? Like, it's one thing for it to be art, but it's another thing for it to actually be a story.
If y'all want freedom of expression on one end of the spectrum, you got to have it on the other end of the spectrum too, or a different part of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like, yo, protect Thug from his lyrics in court, protect Dirk, but then say Drake has a right to sue and use lyrics in court. This is setting a precedent. Like, I seen a video where Jim Jones is like, he's suing the label, he's suing the blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, Jim, you're right. He's not suing the nigga. He's suing the label. But at the end of the day, if you set the precedent for lyrics to be used in court through this case, then hip hop changes forever.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It changes forever. So though it may seem small, when you have the biggest rapper doing something, it magnifies shit times 1,000. So
I agree.
All I'm saying is y'all be careful with what y'all ask for, because if he does end up winning this case, which, I mean, I don't know if he's going to win the case. I just don't know. I really don't know. But if he does, it does set the wrong precedent. You know what I'm saying?
It means there's no longer saying what you want to say on wax, especially when you got a label behind you. If you independent, okay, do your thing. But if you got a major behind you, it's finna dampen a lot of the stuff that people can say. You know what I mean? Because if you could get sued just for talking about a nigga on a track, I mean, if you really sit and think about it, it's a lot of tracks where one person is going crazy at the other person, saying a lot of just scrupulous things, and
right.
So we got to take all those off the table.
That's true, and that's my biggest criticism of Drake in this, right? So in the lawsuit, it reads that he wanted UMG to take down Not Like Us multiple times. Like, he wanted them to retract Not Like Us, which a lot of y'all are trying to mess with the definition of retract. Retract does mean to take down.
Sent a cease and desist. You don't like that record?
Oh, what? You ain't like that record? But my thing is, if you gonna say, yo, retract this record for some false shit that he's saying, were you also gonna be okay with them taking down Family Matters? Would you have been okay with them taking that down? Because
I think he would have been. I think he would have been, because I think that he would just love to just delete all of this, the whole back and forth.
Of course,
because it puts him back at a good place. But with them out, all of them. You know, I actually listened to Family Matters, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Drake was spitting.
He was.
If Kendrick didn't drop Not Like Us, bro, might be a different battle. I'm not gonna lie. It might be a little bit more 50-50. Right now it's 95-5.
That's what I was gonna say. I think without Not Like Us, this battle is like, to me, 60-40. 60-40 Kendrick. But it's not as bad. But with Not Like Us, that nigga Kendrick set off a fucking nuke. So it was okay, well, yeah, he got him.
I think that's just the common consensus between all hip hop fans. Kendrick beat the shit out of Drake. We know this. And now,
of course,
the fact of the matter is, Drake is being a hoe, bro. Drake is being a hoe, but Drake is always being a hoe. So I don't think that this is too far from Aubrey's character, man. It's what he does.
Hey, look,
except he can't hide behind the scenes now.
You can't hide behind the scenes now. And the thing is, it got put on Front Street for everybody to see. You know what I'm saying? So we're all seeing this play out. We're all seeing this. But my thing is, don't try to then use hip hop lyrics to your advantage and then be like Free Thug and be like Free so and so and be free this person. When they're using lyrics, they're trying to use lyrics to convict these people. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it just sets the wrong precedent. And if you're somebody who is for free expression, for people, you know what I'm saying, expressing themselves how they see fit, especially in a damn rap battle, then yeah, you should not be on the side of Drake in this case, because he's suing for money. He's looking for the money. You're not getting any of that money. But if you're a creator, you're a fan of this, you don't want your artist to feel censored. You don't want your favorite artist to feel like there's something that they could say but they not saying. You want to feel like, okay, this person went in there and they laid it all on the track. They laid it all in this album, and this is how they wanted me to see it. This case jeopardizes that forever. So, moving on.
Moving along.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Hey, Danny Hernandez.
Yeah,
Daniel
Tekashi 6ix9ine
Hernandez
is suing the LA Fitness where he was jumped at.
As he should, though. As he should. You know my opinion on this, man? I think he should sue. Why? Because, bruh, he got beat the fuck up in your facility on the internet. You feel me? Right. I think if this didn't go viral, it wouldn't be as big as a thing. But since it did go viral, and since the guys were convicted, it makes sense. I think he'll win that lawsuit. And I think he should sue for a little bit more than $1 million.
My thing is, I think he wins that lawsuit based on how he got in that gym. Because typically when you go into a gym on a guest pass, they make you sign a waiver. So depending on what that waiver says, he could win this case, but it's also a possibility that he signed away his rights. So we'll see. But I do think he should sue. You should at least attempt to sue, because at the end of the day, if y'all got somebody like him in there, it's not like y'all could have foresaw him going in that motherfucker, but security got to be a little security got to be a little better than that. You know what I'm saying? So he might win. Like, depending on what he signed to get in that gym, he might fuck around and win. For real.
I think he has a good chance with this. I do.
Is he only suing
at least
for
a settlement?
I thought it was $5 million. I thought it was $5 million.
Well, you might be right. I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but it is in the millions.
I think it's like $5 million.
Yeah,
that's respectable to me. Because if you win it in a lawsuit, then it's tax free. So, you know what I'm saying, that's a good $5 million.
Man, if he wins this, I think he finna go on a tirade. He finna turn up. Hey, ever since boy got out of prison, man, for them, he was in there 90 days or something like that. Man, the boy done got a little swole on you, man. I think Danny might knock one of y'all boys out, man.
You think so? He might knock a nigga out?
I mean, he got jumped 3-on-1. You feel me? He ain't back down, right?
He didn't back down.
That boy getting a little swole on y'all, man. Come on, you really finna let 6ix9ine get swollen, y'all? Y'all gotta start y'all exercise journeys.
I'm gonna keep it 100. As a man, you do gotta learn how to take a punch, because you might end up in a predicament one day. So, like, 6ix9ine learning how to take his beats, man.
Man, shout out 6ix9ine, bro.
You know what? Nigga took that beating and stayed in the gym.
Yeah.
Hey, that's some real shit. That's some real shit, though.
Oh God.
But I do think he may have a case. Depending on again, like I said, the waiver for the gym and shit like that to get in. But hey, fuck it, sue him. Them niggas didn't protect you. You got your ass beat in that gym. You could have damn near died. Hey. Next case. Hip hop is really on trial right now, nigga. Chris Brown is suing Warner and another production company, I forgot the name, for $500 million for a documentary that they released about him, detailing his violent past, or quote unquote violent past. And yeah, he announced a lawsuit I think a day or two ago.
Yeah.
And there was a documentary that came out, and I believe it came out on I want to say it came out on like A&E or something. I don't fully remember, but it was just a documentary.
I didn't watch it.
Like I didn't watch it either, but I've heard about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically them just saying a whole bunch of things that Chris Brown has done in his past, and some of them were called out to be untrue. So yeah, he's suing them for defamation for $500 million. So
I also think that he wins that. I think that Chris gonna win that because, man, come on, bro. When is enough enough? Why are we still talking about this shit with Chris Brown? Right. There's so many other people who are not as famous who are on trial for worse, more heinous things. Not saying that what he did is okay in any shape or fashion, but bruh, this was years and years and years and years ago. Like, why are we still defaming Chris Brown? Like, can he ever get past this? Can he? I don't think he can, because it's like he has the industry working against him.
He's actively being the thing with Chris Brown is, most of the time when somebody gets blackballed from the industry, they stop making hot shit. They stop making dope shit. They stop being relevant within the culture. But the interesting thing with Chris is, though he's been blackballed for all this time, throughout this 16 years, he hasn't stopped putting out hits. He hasn't stopped being that guy to us. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta do hit after hit after hit. They gotta do little shit to kind of like belittle him, like not give him no Grammy wins, or tell him he's gonna do the Michael Jackson tribute and then pulling at the last minute, making documentaries slandering his name, painting
enough
him
is
to be
enough,
a certain
man.
way.
Let the man live, bro.
So to me, he's actively being blackballed just because he's still a poppin' and a hot artist. Like, Chris Brown could release a hit today and it's gonna go up. Like, and it's been that way for damn near 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So, a little over 20 years now, because Run It came out in 2005, nigga. It's 2025. You talking about a 20-year career for a nigga who's only 35. You feel me? So Chris Brown is always dealing with being blackballed by the industry while still being a sought after artist. Usually when somebody gets blackballed, it's done. Like, they don't have no fan base. They don't have a big enough fan base to continue to serve and to continue to tour, continue to do all these things, do arenas across the country, do stadiums across the world. Chris Brown just did 90,000 in Africa twice. Twice. So you talking about somebody who is a huge artist. So they trying to, make documentaries and paint him to be a certain way. And he like, yo, fuck that. Y'all fucking with my business. Y'all have fucked with my business. Y'all have kept me from getting certain amount of y'all have held me back from making certain earnings. So yes, I'm going to sue. This documentary has had real life ramifications on my life. I gotta be low now. Every time I go out, paparazzi doing this, they doing this, they harassing me off a documentary that y'all put out against me. So, and these are some of the same claims that Drake had in his suit about Not Like Us. The only difference is, Drake, you were in a rap battle. But back to Chris Brown. I do think Chris has a case, bro. He has a solid case that
I agree.
Nigga,
I think he does.
They have been conspiring.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Like, you got to have your lawyers on top of this shit.
I think the fans' consensus, I mean, there are those uppity people who still want to criticize and damn him for it, but I think the consensus between the fans is that, okay, it's been long enough. It's been long enough. He's learned from whatever happened. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
Stop 1,000%. Holding that against him, bro. Let Chris Brown be the artist that he's meant to be. Let him be the person, the entertainer that he's supposed to be. Come on, man. Stop holding. So should we be held to the same standard as when we were 18 and 17 and 16? Now that we're 35? Should we still be held to that? We can never get past it. And that's my whole thing. Like,
and my thing is, I think general consensus people have gotten past it. It's these other people that are conspiring against him that are kind of making it hard for him to like spread his wings out here for real. Cause like, think about it, bro. Like, it's not too many people you can name that have consistently put out hits for this long over time. Like, you can only really name like shit, I want to say 5 people. You got Drake since 2009. You got Kanye since 2004. You got Beyonce since 98. You got Chris Brown, and then maybe somebody else. Who you name them? Maybe like a Taylor Swift or something. You feel me? Like, I'm talking about consistency over time. So Chris Brown is one of the few that could still do that shit. So to me, it's just like, yeah, y'all are fucking with, bro.
There's so many people. There's so many. I think like nowadays, the biggest way to try to damn somebody is, like we said in another pod, is to try to make a hit piece about them, whether it be a song, whether it be a TV show, whether it just be suing them. Like, that's the new way to knock people down, is to make a hit piece and see if it could go up. But with Chris Brown specifically, man, enough is enough. Let the man shine, bruh. This happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago. There's so many people that are locked up in jail for shit that they did as kids. Murder excluded, you know what I mean? But there's so many people locked up for drug offenses and stuff like that for life, 35, 40 years. Why are we still holding them to the same low point in their life? It's like you can never forget certain things, and I think that as a society we could move past this Chris Brown shit, man. Okay, he made a mistake. He's a grown man now. Let the man eat. Let the man eat.
And honestly, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm him, if I win this, if I even win, bruh, even if I win 20% of what I set out to win, nigga, I'm selling off into the sunset. Nigga, fuck y'all. I got $100 million. I'm out. Nigga, like, I'm sick of y'all. Like, I just feel like Chris Brown is just at a point where, nigga, he's 35 years old. He's mid-30s, nigga. He probably tired of doing all this touring and making dumb albums and shit. Like, he probably just want to chill for a little bit. So, if he could get his little bread off this and then, you know what I'm saying, sell off into the sunset, that way we only see Chris Brown every couple years now, as opposed to, like, consistently damn near every year. Bro, I'm happy for him, bro. Because name somebody who in their career has worked harder. Name somebody who has made as much music, toured as many tours. That's what I'm saying.
Chris Brown is a legend, man.
Like,
Chris Brown is a legend.
Come on, my nigga. So, salute to Chris Brown, and shit. Hopefully he win that case, man. Cause y'all doing a lot at this point. To me,
too much.
Moving along.
Rocky.
Yep,
ASAP. I be that pretty motherfucker. Harlem, what I'm repping.
Whew. Told my niggas quit the bitching. We gonna make it in a second.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
ASAP been quiet lately.
Right, but he's on. He's fighting a case.
Yeah.
Where it's a 2021 assault case where they are alleging that ASAP Rocky fired a semi-automatic weapon at somebody. So they offered him a plea yesterday, which was like 3 years probation and 7 years off of something.
7 years suspended prison sentence.
Boom.
Which is crazy because all that together is 10 years. So they really trying to offer him 10 years. Because, you know, if you get on probation and you have a suspended sentence, if you fuck up bad enough, you have to go and do that sentence which will probably equal like 3 years or 3.5 years or some shit like that, which is crazy, especially if he's claiming that he's innocent. I wouldn't have took it either. 3 years probation is a long time, bro.
That is a long time.
Especially with a 7-year sentence hanging over your head, bro.
Whew.
Yeah.
Whew.
And I think ultimately Rocky ends up winning this case. Come on, he has one of the most powerful people in his corner in the music industry right now, with that being Rihanna. You know what I mean? They got a couple of kids together, and I think that he's going to fight it because he's going to be able to get the best lawyers possible. And I don't think that they have as much proof that this happened as they proclaim to have, because because when you think about it, when they offer you a plea deal, if they're offering him no jail time, suspended sentence, and probation, they don't have much. They don't have much because they would have just
they would have presented it already.
They would have offered him time in jail if they had the proper evidence.
Right, a plea is like, yo, take this because we fucked up.
Yeah, we're just trying to get a conviction, and I don't think Rocky's going for that shit. Obviously, he's not because he denied it. I wouldn't go for this shit either. Y'all don't have nothing on me if you're offering me 3 years probation, no jail time, and you're claiming that I shot at someone. That's attempted murder. That's attempted murder right there. You know what I mean?
For real.
And if the case was as strong as they're trying to make it seem, I think he would have been charged with attempted murder. Yeah. But he's not. I think he's charged with like reckless firing a weapon or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not specifically attempted murder. So I think ultimately he wins this case. He gets off with nothing. He might have to pay a couple of million in court fees, but I think that's a little better as a millionaire than to be thrown in jail.
I agree. Fuck it. Hey, yo, if I got an ancillary $3 million to pay this lawyer so I don't have to go to jail for 10 years, I'm ASAP Rocky. Nigga,
come on, that's chump change. That's chump change to what he's connected to, man. Come on. And you know Rihanna is not going to let him go down like that.
Come on. So he's taking it to trial where he faces up to 24 years, but that 24 years is typically some court shit just to make the case look more salacious. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, 24 years. Like they said Tory was going to be in jail for 23 years and they end up giving him 10. You know what I'm saying?
Which is still crazy, man. Free Tory. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, 10 years, man. Come on.
I don't think he'll do the whole 10 though. Like Tory will do maybe like 5.
He'll be out soon, but still, man, this is taking a toll on Tory, bro. For real, man.
For sure, because
he makes
when he
such great music.
Because then when he gets out, you know what I'm saying, he getting deported.
Yeah.
Like, so, depending on how what your cachet looks like in America, nigga, you might not be able to tour an entire that country that you're the hottest in. Like, that's kind of fucked up. So
not kinda. That's all the way fucked up.
But also, you know what though? Is Tory signed? He's not signed, is he?
I think he went independent right before all of this shit happened.
Because
remember during when he was doing the online show and all that, he was independent and he was dropping his own albums and they were doing pretty good. And that's ultimately why he blames Roc Nation, because I guess they were trying to re-up or some shit like that. One his label was trying to re-up with him and he said no. And he said that this was a ploy to defame him.
Tory was signed to Roc Nation? Was he signed to Roc Nation?
I'm not sure exactly who he was signed to. But I think that they were in the talks of maybe re-ing up on some type of deal, and Tory said no. Went completely independent, started dropping his own projects. And cause at the time that it happened, remember he dropped what was it, Daystar or something? He dropped that album and it was a really good album, but since he wasn't signed, it really didn't do as well with sales and stuff like that. And he was talking out at the time, like, man, y'all are trying to blackball me. Y'all aren't putting. Remember, because they didn't put him on, like, they didn't put his album. You know how when a signed artist drops an album, they put their face on the front of websites and the streaming sites. He was saying that his shit isn't even up there. Like, you can't even see it in the new music. Like, you know how when you drop an album, it's all these new albums. His album wasn't up there, but it's still. I think it still went top 5 or it might have went number 1. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, at that time he was like. He was talking. He was really vocal about it, and then right after that, this happens. Boom. So tough for Tory. Wasn't there some news about Wasn't there another video that came out about Meg that she may have stepped?
There was already like this was already in the case. That she had stepped on glass at that point, but the video actually came out of her stepping in the glass, and that sparked a whole bunch of like, oh, she didn't even get shot. So what had happened in the case had already happened prior to her stepping on the glass. So it's not nothing that changes the case. It's already been stated. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, 10 years is a long ass time to be away from your music career, man. Nigga. Shit, a year is a long ass time to be away from your music career. 6 months nowadays, shit, like depending on what type of artist you at or where you at. I think Tory could have took 6 months off, but a year hurts. A year and a half really hurts. 2 years, 10 years is damn near like bombing your own career, nigga. So
I agree with that, but I think that the whole conspiracy behind the case is still gonna push Tory. So I think that even when he does get out, he's gonna have the ears of the people. It's kind of like when Bobby Shmurda. I mean, different circumstances, but kind of like when Bobby Shmurda came out, he had the ears of the industry for a while. And I think that Tory is a strong enough artist that when it is his time to get out, that he's gonna be able to make the music that is gonna garner back his fans. So in other cases, I think that it would damage the career, but at the same token, he's independent, so he could still come out and still be able to. And I think he'll make. I think Tory will make the most money that he's ever made once he gets out, because I believe that he's in there writing, he's in there planning,
of course,
and all he really needs is an album or two.
We heard him on that DDG song. He in shape.
Yeah. So I don't think Tory is gonna be affected as much as someone else would be by taking all this time off, because there's still people behind him, and I think the same people that are scrutinizing Meg and saying that this is unjust and shit like that, I think that they'll be willing to listen and give Tory a chance at another run in music.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people, when he drops, whatever he drops when he gets out, most people are going to be all ears, because they want to know. They want to hear his perspective. They want to hear what's going on. Where's his mind at? Is he going to say some truth that we never heard before on record? So I do think a lot of people
this might be
will.
Good for him.
Nah, I mean, for sure.
Maybe not.
But it's like, it's bad, but there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, because now he has another story. Like, you know how a lot of artists, they run out of story after selling so much, or after having so many good albums, they just run out of content. And I think that this is refueling the content bank for Tory. And I think a lot of people are going to be open arms, and a lot of artists are going to band with Tory, especially with all of this like weird shit that happened in the case, and all of these weird talks about, you know, Meg not. I think ultimately it hurt Meg. I think at the beginning it was good for her, and it boosted her up because we was at the Me Too movement and stuff like that. But I think now that we've gotten past that time, Meg really hasn't been as active in the music. I think there's a lot of trolls and stuff like that put her at a bad space. Because if anything, she would have been dropped.
She dropped last year. The only thing I think
did it last? I don't think it did.
I feel like one of the two of the songs lasted. Two of them. But the thing is, I think Meg just got out rapped last year by her competition. Lotto had a better year. Sexy Red had a better year. Glorilla had a better year. Like,
but that's because she was riding the coattail of this trial, bro. I think that's ultimately what pushed her into quote unquote superstardom is the coverage of the trial. But now that it's fizzled out, I don't think Meg is as hot.
I think that'll remain to be seen. But I mean, she's also kind of like milking everything she can about this trial though, because we haven't seen her release an album, not talk about this, and kind of have a good product. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always something attached to this. Like, even more recently, like she we were talking about Tory Lanez rapping on the DDG song where he made mention of her or made mention of the case, and she went to court and filed a what's it called,
a restraining order.
A restraining order against him. And a lot of people are like, why'd she do that? He's in jail already. But that restricts Tory from even talking about her publicly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's another thing of like, oh, like I'm trying to silence him and like make it to where he can't say anything. And the thing is, this is not about right or wrong. This is hip hop. If you go through something, then people want to know about it. Is going to be talked about. So you slamming papers down on Tory so he can't even talk about the situation, to me, that's not hip hop, bro. That's not hip hop. Like it just seems to me like a lot of these people feel like they could live a certain way and do people any type of way, and then you want to slam NDAs and restraining orders on people so people don't know the truth about you. And it's like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like, that shit ain't cool. Like, if this man has something to say, that's his story to say. Whether he was right or wrong in the situation, it's his right to say what he felt like happened, what transpired from his perspective. Because it seems like the more perspectives we hear, the more this story gets altered, and we're like, well, maybe it was this, or maybe it was this, or maybe it was this. I feel like we've heard so much now up until this point that if you put all these stories together, you could kind of find the truth within that shit. But silencing Tory and basically saying, oh, you can't talk about me or make mention of this, to me, that ain't right, man. That ain't right. Like, get that man. Like, that man has a story to sell too. He has a career to maintain too, and he's trying to maintain it the best he can with the lost tapes, the verses from jail, staying relevant in the hemisphere of that. Because if he just goes silent, then he's coming home to motherfuckers done stole his wave or motherfuckers done moved past him. He's still trying to fight, like, and dog his way through this shit. So my thing is, yo, Tory, whether you did it or not, I do love the efforts into maintaining your name in this shit, because you gotta guard that shit with your life, bro. You gotta guard that shit with your life, bro, because people will move on and you will be a who's who next year.
Yep.
So I just don't think that Meg shit was right. But it wasn't nothing new about the case. I don't think it was anything new about that case. Like, with that video coming out, it just confirmed what they had already said. Like, she stepped in some glass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I think there's one more thing in court news, bro.
What is it, man? Let's give it to him.
It ain't nothing, bro. Did we talk about that dude who went through the parking lot naked last?
Yeah, we did.
We already talked about that. Okay, well, let me see. Okay, Snoop and Nelly. This is not court related. This is kind of like inauguration related. So Snoop and Nelly were facing backlash because both of them
and Soulja Boy
perform at Soulja Boy as well chose to perform at the inauguration
for Trump.
I'm gonna keep it 100 for Trump. I'm gonna keep it 100 though. Are we still getting angry at this type of shit?
I think we are. I think we are. I think people are.
To me, it's stupid shit. Y'all bring up the video from Snoop from 8 years ago, like a nigga's opinion can't change in 8 years.
Yeah.
Like if his opinion changed. Go ahead.
That's the thing about the internet, bro. It's like you're stuck in whatever opinion that you have. It's almost like you're stuck in it. People don't see that you could grow or you can be persuaded to have a different opinion. Bro, it's like once you say one thing, that's what they hold you to forever. And I don't think that's right.
My nigga, I would have even gave people a pass if it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 2021, right? If he had one re-election and he did that 4 years ago, I would have gave y'all that. Like, or if you would have said something like about like it was 8 fucking years ago. This whole shit was different 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this whole shit was different. If you could harken back to 2017, my nigga, 2017. This is pre-COVID. This is pre a whole bunch of shit happening. So if y'all can't get past the fact that a nigga's opinion has changed over the process of 8 years, damn near a decade, then you gotta do some looking at yourself, my nigga. That's how I feel. You gotta do some looking at yourself. Like you can't like we were all, I feel like most black people for real in 2016 we were all indifferent to Trump. We were all indifferent to certain things in politics. We were all indifferent to Biden. We were all indifferent to a lot of these people. But as time went on, the same way that y'all was shitting on Joe Biden and then y'all showed him love and then y'all shitted on him again, the same thing is happening with Trump, bro. Like people shitted on him at first and they shitted on him again. And now he's in a time where it seems like most of public opinion is favorable to Trump. And a lot of y'all niggas is mad at that. But it's like, what the fuck are y'all mad about? Like, I was watching the monologue for Dave Chappelle on SNL, right? And he's like, whether you like this dude or not, you should want the man to do a good job because he's the fucking leader of the free world.
Yeah.
Like, whether you like him or not, at the end of the day, you would hope that he does things that serve us. If not, then again, there's another fucking election in 4 years. But if so, then don't be indifferent to the man just because y'all have a difference in opinions and he's looking to better shit out here.
Yeah, I feel like saying whether praying on the downfall of the president it's crazy. Like praying on the downfall of the country. Like,
come on, bro. Come on. And y'all say, oh, this is not a country. Fuck this country. But at the end of the day, this is where if you're born here, you're a U.S. citizen. At the end of the day, you got to deal with the reality of what this is, my nigga. This is the president, and you should want him to do a decent job, good job. Like, and at the end of the day, when has there ever been a president in office that all of us agree with? Obama didn't have favorable opinions about him. George Bush had Katrina in the fucking war in Iraq. Like we're indifferent to him. Same thing with Bill Clinton, George Bush the first, nigga, George Bush Senior, nigga. Like all these guys, we've always had issues with presidents. So this time in history is no different from the other people in terms of how people feel about the leader of the free world. But at the end of the day, people still will want the person to at least do well for the greater good of the country. Like, and it seems like that gets lost on y'all.
And I think Nelly said it the best. When he was defending himself, he said, look, Kamala didn't invite me to her shit. Kamala didn't invite me. Trump invited me. So am I supposed to not side with the president of the United States? You know what I mean? Am I supposed to turn it down when he's offering certain incentives for me to be up there?
Come on.
I think that was one of the best things that could have been said. Like, Kamala didn't invite him. Kamala was trying to go against a lot of the entertainment industry and stuff like that, and she didn't see that they were as vital as they really are. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these people have a lot of influence, and for you to just look past a lot of them and look down upon them, Trump is doing it a different way, and we all know Trump to be unorthodox in his presidency. So I think that it's a good job and a good plan for him to grab the influencers, grab the people that we hold near and dear to our hearts, and use them. I mean, that's politics, puppeteering. You gotta garner the fans. You gotta garner the American people, and I think that Trump does a good job with riling people up and banding certain sectors of people together, to go with what he wants to get done.
Exactly, and on top of that, I just think Kamala ran a campaign where she didn't consider men. Like at the end of the day, like you ran a campaign where you considered women throughout the whole thing. And the thing is, like, though that is a big part of American culture and American politics, women are oftentimes at the center of it. A lot of times the married women are going to side with their husband's views. A lot of women are going to side with the views of the men they respect. For real. And a lot of the men were being spoken to directly to by Trump. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why a lot of times, like, when people bring up Kamala, like, it's almost like her campaign was laughable because she didn't consider what we may have thought or what we would be like, oh, you know what? I actually stand on this. You ran it again. We've already beat this into submission. We said she ran on women's rights and abortion and stuff like that. Things that are just minuscule in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, if somebody related to Trump's campaign more, I'm not mad at them, because at the end of the day, like, if you're a single dude, you don't have a wife yet, like you like, let's just say this, like, that can't her up there ranting about women's rights and like birth rights and stuff like that, like abortion and stuff. It falls on deaf ears. Niggas don't want to hear that. They want to hear about money. They want to hear about how their job's gonna be affected. They want to hear about retirement. They want to hear about dinero. You know what I'm saying? Shit that's gonna appreciate with value. This shit right here is some at the end of the day, we all looking at it as like, oh, that's some girl shit. That's some women shit.
Yeah, because a lot of the principles that she was trying to get across kind of go against the beginning of the United States. It kind of goes against a lot of the things that were prevalent when the United States was created. You know what I'm saying?
And at the end of the day, you have to.
And a lot of people don't want to go against that. They feel like the system that we have in place is a good system. Works. Yeah, it works. And if it works, you don't need to fix it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was her campaign. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix that. And a lot of it was pertaining to things that go against a lot of the belief system in the United States.
Kamala
with women rights and stuff like that.
Kamala didn't consider how many people in this country still believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
false
big
idols
part of it,
is a big thing that a lot of people are trying to push, but God is real, man.
God is real. God is real. But yeah, man. I think that's enough podding for today, bro. We done hit these niggas with that good court episode.
Man, court was in session this app. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in for the next episode. You just finished watching another episode of the Man What Podcast with me, Untamed. Yeah. You already know I'm here with my favorite co-host, Khalil Jamal. It goes down every single time.
Hey, shout out Gam Gam. We made a court episode for you, baby.
Shout out Gam Gam. Make sure y'all comment down below what y'all think. If you haven't, make sure you go follow us on all social media platforms at Man What Podcast, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We got all of that shit, man. YouTube, you know what I mean?
YouTube,
subscribe.
YouTube too, cause y'all be forgetting, man. But that count going up slowly.
Go ahead and subscribe, man. So like I said, it goes down every single week on the Man What Podcast. Yes. If you made it this far, make sure you click one of these videos to the left or right. Continue your journey, man. We got like 70 episodes already. It's only been a year, half a year, 8 months. And we got 70 episodes off. So y'all make sure y'all click one of our other 70 episodes.
And it can.
Yeah. And just watch your boys talk that shit, man. You feel me? Court was in session this episode, so while you watch this, make sure you got on your Sunday's best.
Yes.
All right? We gonna hit y'all in the head with another episode real soon. Y'all stay tuned, man. Peace.